Hi everyone, Gemma here. Thank you for watching today. So in this video I just wanted to give you a brief overview of the Papercraft Society box number 47 and share this project that I made. So I've used stamps and a die from the set and added some pattern paper and embossing folder from my stash. It's a really lovely kit. I just wanted to use this stamp in particular. So I'm sure I'll be sharing more of my makes with this box. I've been a subscriber to Papercraft Society for almost 2 years now. I think coming up to October will be 2 years. I don't have every box because there are some that I pause. So if I've got something in my stash that's similar, then I just pop my account on pause and then take it off for the next box that I want sent out to me. So I'll just give you a quick overview, but you can see a full detailed unboxing or reveal from Lou Collins over on Craft Stash. So these kits are lovely if you're just starting out or you're already a seasoned crafter. It can help build your stash up. As I said, if I've got things already in my stash, then I don't tend to have that particular month. So this is by Phil Martin, as I said, of Sentimentally Yours. So you always get 3 parts to the Papercraft Society box: envelope, there's a booklet with lots of inspiration in there, and then some tissue paper with more goodies in it. So let me just show you the stamps. So this is something different to what I would normally have in my, well, not normally, I do love florals and butterflies, but I don't have anything like this in my stash. And I thought these were great because you've got the block image there. So if you're not a fan of colouring, you can stamp this colour block onto it and then add the more detailed stamp there. So you've got all these lovely images. And then we have some coordinating dies. So this one here coordinates with the large corner stamp there. Some of the florals, the butterflies, and then we've got happy birthday. Then we've got these lovely watercolour pattern papers, if you wish. Got this blue and green, this one with a splash of yellow in there, orange and yellow, and obviously these two are my favourite because they're pink, yellow and orange. Who doesn't like that colour combination? My nails just show how much I love that colour. Anyway, I digress. So that's the envelope. I'll go through the booklet in a little bit, and then we have the tissue paper. So I have already had a look at this, so I've pulled it apart already. So we've got these 3 glitter pens, some coordinating cardstocks. We have a pink, yellow, a burnt orange, blue and green. Then we've got some ephemera pieces. They match the images within the stamp set. And then lastly, we have an assortment of ribbons. And again, they all coordinate really well together. So excuse the rustling. I'm just going to pop those back in the box. How I like to store mine is I'll take everything out of the tissue paper. I'll keep the tissue paper and reuse them for gifts. Simone of Blonde's Cards and Crafts, I've seen her use the tissue paper and make flowers with them. So if I can, I'll link the video in the description box below for you to have a look at that. And then lastly, we have the inspiration booklet. So if you're ever curious or unsure of what is inside the box, you've got a page here with everything labelled, and it tells you exactly what it is. So I'm not going to give too much away in the booklet because you obviously need to purchase this to see the inspiration. But I'm just going to flick through to one that caught my eye, and I really like this one by Angela White. Really like the yellow and white. I think that's such a lovely card. So if I look at it, I think there's a frame in the background there, and then she's covered that with all these stamped images and coloured those, and then we've got happy birthday in the centre and a circle, and then you've got a step-by-step guide then on how she's put that together. So that's everything included in the Papercraft Society Box 47. I think I need to put my teeth back in today. Sound like I'm going to pick up a penguin. Oh dear. At least I find myself funny. Anyway, back to the card. So this is the card that I made. Went for multiple layers on this one. Really wanted to make that stamped image pop, and I thought the black, white and purple would set that off really nicely. And I've got the happy birthday in the centre there with some vellum in the background and some water droplets there. So I'll just hold it up a bit closer for you. I absolutely love this embossing folder. I'll go through those, everything that I've used as I talk you through the process. So let me show you how I made the card. I've cut my card base to measure 10 by 7. Along the 10-inch side I've scored at 5, so that gives me my 5 by 7 card blank. This is in the little cardstock and it's in the lilac colour. I'm going for lots of layers today. So I've got a piece of black cardstock that measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Then a white piece that measures 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. So I'm going down every 1/4 of an inch. And then going in with the purple again, which measures 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. Piece of black that measures 4 by 6. White that measures 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. Then the last piece in the purple cardstock that measures 3 1/2 by 5 1/2. And I've embossed this using the Creative Expressions padded quilt. This embossing folder is beautiful. I really love the impression that it gives. It's really tactile and it gives it a really good impression. If I just flip it over, I actually prefer this side, but I've sprayed it with water, and I've also got, it looks like this has been used before, a pencil mark. So I'm just going to flip it over and use it on this side on this occasion, but you can use the emboss and the deboss side, and as I said, look how detailed that is. So next I'm going to attach all my layers together. So I'm going to do the black, the white and the lilac, attach them all 3 pieces together and pop them on my card base. I'm going to do the same with these 3 pieces, and I'm going to pop them up onto some foam. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. So I've attached my layers there. I haven't attached the purple piece because I want to add a strip of vellum through the center. So this measures 1 1/4 by 4 1/2, and I'm just going to find the center round about there. And fold it over like so. Flip it back, check I'm happy with that positioning, which I'm not because it's wonky donkey. I'm just going to run a bead of quick grab glue along the edge there, just to help tack that in place before I stick it down. When I'm adding an embossed panel to my card, I like to run quick grab glue along the edge just because it can lift up with the Clar glue because it takes longer to set. And I just put collagene in the center. I'm just going to pop this on my card. So from the kit I've used this stamp here. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And then it has the outline die, so I've used that, and also the happy birthday. Hopefully you can see that okay, but I would have touched upon that at the start of the video. So I've stamped and coloured it twice. So I've used Memento Tuxedo Black ink because I'm using alcohol markers, and I've used my what are they called? Spectra Noir Tri-Blend markers. And the colours that I've used, so for the leaves I've used the light green blend. Then we've got two different shades of this blue. So we've got a blue turquoise blend and a green turquoise blend, and then the hydrangea blend. So there's my stamped images and the die cut happy birthday. So I'm going to attach those now to my card. I'm going to pop my flowers up onto some foam. I'm using the Creative Craft Products white foam pads. I can't rave about these enough, honestly. I've used cheaper alternatives and they're great, but you just can't get the backing off them, and sometimes they sort of lose their shape. They're not as firm as these. These are really got quite a good dimension to them, and they're really sturdy on your card. So I'm just going to pop some on the flowers here, ready to attach to my card. So I'm looking to attach the flower on these 3 layers here. So I'm going to add 1 flower to the corner there, and 1 flower to the corner there. So just go ahead and do that and I'll come back to you. So lastly, I'm just going to add my word dies, if I can pick them up. So I've just got a strip of vellum just to help that sentiment pop. Even though it's in black, you'll still, you know, it will pop against the purple. I just thought the vellum was a nice touch, and it gives it the sentiment focal point. So I'm just placing this to see where it would sit, and then I'm going to add some quick grab glue. Now I don't want to add too much to this because if it oozes out it will show on the vellum. So a very light hand with the glue there. Just going to place that down like so. I think that's quite central. So I'll just go ahead and attach the rest and I'll come back to you. There we go, there's the final card. I've added some water droplets there just to add a bit more texture. I've been using these a lot on my cards recently. Really like the look that they give, and they're great for underwater cards as well. So I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. I really like the colour, and I don't often use black on my cards, but I thought this would lend quite well to the stamped image. And I have to say, I think it looks beautiful. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll pop a link to the Papercraft Society box in the description box below, along with anything else that I've used in today's video. If you've enjoyed today's video, why not hit the like button, leave a comment, or consider subscribing to the channel. If you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future tutorials. If you make this card or anything else inspired by my YouTube channel or my design team member samples, then there is a Facebook group called Gems. I'll pop a link to that in the description box below as well, and that is where you can share any of your makes inspired by me. Once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.